Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ahlan wa sahlan, guys. My name is Yaqub Zaman. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I do apologize for coming late. I actually went to a barbecue and I didn't know that they were going to come back so late. And unfortunately, I was not in my own car. So therefore, I was at the peril of my mates. So alhamdulillah, I had a very good time. And so just prayed Isha, then we came. Ahlan wa sahlan, welcome everybody. Wa alaikum assalam, Salah, ahlan wa sahlan, Dips. I was watching your videos until you went live, perfect timing. Ahlan wa sahlan, mashallah. Right, so let's crack on then. So I'm going to try to do as many questions as I can, and then I will call it a day. Right, so let's check out some curious cat questions, see what you guys got lined up for me over there. Let's see what you guys are saying. All right. Okay, so is it okay if I draw eyes as letters, for example, instead of drawing eyes, I draw a... Yes. If someone comes to us complaining and angry about something and we kind of mirror their emotions, is it haram, makruh? It's allowed. Okay. Should someone say mashallah, Allah mubarak to something? May not be halal. Example, I see someone's biceps or abs are out and they are very fit. I admire the fitness, but also that we are supposed to cover ourselves. Those parts of the body don't have to be covered, so it's okay to say. Wa alaikum assalam, Sani, ahla wa sahlan. IA, wa alaikum assalam. Alhamdulillah, very good. Okay, let's check out this. Can I teach people something for its positive uses, but it could be also be used wrongly? There are some lessons psychology. Someone wanting to do robbery or scared to... Yes, you can teach. Random question, but can I request for more wives in Jannah? Inshallah. Okay, is wiping the face after dua allowed? Yes. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Is it permissible to work a job where you sort packages, some of which may contain haram items? Yes. Salam. Yes. Alaikum assalam. Sometimes I don't remember certain du'as and sunnahs and I can't seem to keep consistency. There's too many du'as, dhikrs. Wassalam. Start off with one dua a day and slowly increase it until so that you can do it consistently. Do Hafiz need to know the meaning of the Quran and the teacher? No, they don't. But it would be very good if they do. Is it sinful not to read Salah in Masjid if you are a man? If you do it in a way that seems to be disrespectful, then it may be sinful. Can I take a picture of scenery and nature and animals? Yes, you can. Can I read Quran on my laptop without wudu? Yes. is if I wet a cloth to wipe impurity from a smooth surface, would that impurity only transfer onto the cloth? Yes, only the cloth. If there is some najas on a cloth and there is no traces seen or felt, if I just dip it in a bucket full of detergent water, will it be considered to be clean because I think najas is most likely gone? Yes. Salam alaikum. Should one burn or throw in trash artworks that have been made in the past of living creatures? Salam. It's not necessary to do so. Salam alaikum. Am I sinful if I don't wake up my spouse for Fajr if I know they haven't prayed? Salam, no. Okay, can I wear socks with cartoons faces on there, and can I pray with them on? If the images are large, then no, you can't. My child is not in nursery, he cannot walk. So, after touching raw meat, do I need to wash my hands? No. Okay, right. Knocked all of those out. Is it permissible to pray if there are kids' toys with images in front? It's best to avoid. Try to pray on the side where these images are away. Give some advice for the Mishkat year. Mishkat year, I would say, is focus on trying to understand the gist of the hadith. Right? So maybe you get a piece of paper and then you go through a chapter of hadith and you try to figure out the rough gist of each hadith. What is each hadith about? And you make a note of it. And then you go through that list so you know in your head what the hadith are about. Abu Bakr alaykum assalam. I just started the year studying Mishkat Sharif, Jalalain, Shara Aqaid, and Nusrat al-Nadar. Excellent, mashallah. Allah put barakah in your studies. Late stream, yeah. And Hidayah, Thalitha, and Rabia, mashallah. والعشاء والوتر منه إلى الصبح ولا تقدم الوتر. No, that's supposed to be تقدم. ولا تقدم الوتر على العشاء للترتيب اللازم ومن لم يجد وقتها لم يجب عليه. Is this relied upon? Which part? Which part of it? Salah, any good psychology books wrote by Muslims? I don't know, I don't know. Check, there was something written, I think by CAIR, CAIR in America. I think they've written something on this, so you can check them out. Someone was telling me. So there's like, I think there's like a board of or a group of Muslims in the UK who actually have started to work on things like to do with Muslim psychology. There's a Maulana, his name is Maulana Abdullah Hassan, if you can find him. Maulana Abdullah Hassan. He works in that field. He's from London. Also for Salat, is there anything wrong in reciting other du'as during ruku, etc. if they are not sunnah for purpose of learning them? Yes, you can, inshallah. Is it haram to buy a lion as a pet? No, it's not. Does faminka contain the verb is in it? I've read it in a dua. What's the rest of the dua? Faminka literally means so then it is from you. Yeah, so then from you, meaning so then it is from you. Would a person's wudu be valid if they had large amount of impurity on his clothes? Yes. Wudu has nothing to do with impurity on your body or clothes. Huzaifa, according to Ahnaf, lobsters and crabs aren't jais because they are the bottom eaters. However, there are some fish that are bottom eaters as well as that's not the reason why lobsters and crabs are not, because they don't come under the term fish. That's the thing. So they don't come under the definition of fish. Mufti Taqi has written about this in his Fiqhi Maqalat. So lobsters and these prawns and things, they don't come under fish. Fish is anything in the shape of a fish, right? So anything in the shape of a fish, you can eat it, even if it eats other fish. For the Nur Idah, the part about there is no time for Isha, then it is no longer wajib upon you. Yeah, so this is a position of some of the scholars. And there's actually a scholar called Sheikh Al-Murjani, Imam Murjani. He's actually written extensively about this, and he does a rebuttal on it. That's the position which the vast majority take, that if the time of Isha doesn't come, you still have to determine a time. Member al-Hilm, alaikum assalam, mashallah, ahla wa sahlan, my friend from Turkey, ahla wa sahlan, welcome. Okay, thank you, jazakallah khair, you're welcome. Did you answer my question about du'as? I have missed it, yes. Okay, let's check. Ustad, what is the meaning of tradition is the precondition of progress, not its antithesis or enemy? Tradition is the precondition. I don't exactly know what he's talking about, but what I think he means is that in order for someone to progress, they have to have tradition. So you need to have tradition if you want to progress in anything, and therefore it's not the enemy of progress. So tradition is required to progress. It's not the opposite of progression. Jazakallah khair, you're welcome, my brother Salah. Ahlan wa sahlan, mashallah, jazakallah, you're welcome, my brother. So in Fiqh Maqalat, what is the bab name I should look under? Yeah, I can't remember which one. I don't know which volume is. There's 4 volumes of it. I can't remember which one, because I read it like maybe 10 years ago, 12 years ago. A very, very long time ago. Yeah, so you just have to read through it. I used to in the olden days do lots of reading of these things, and I didn't make a note where. So what you can try and do is try and go through the contents pages, and then you'll see where the discussion around shrimps comes in, jinga, and then he discusses it there. Wa alaikum assalam, my brother Ibrahim, ahlan wa sahlan, mashallah. And Insta Ali Zaiki, wa alaikum assalam, what is your view on ruqya by Iraqi? Yes, permissible as long as they use Quran, as long as they use means that are permissible. If a Hanafi was to eat lobster and crab, is there a consequence? They need to get slapped on their face. That's the consequence. Is regularly missing a sunnah mu'akkada sinful if it's done in a way that belittles the sunnah, as in it doesn't give any importance to it. Aisha, jazakallah khair, you're welcome. In Fard Salat behind Imam, can I recite extra du'as in Sajda and after Durood? Yes, you can, inshallah. Yeah, you can do more Durood as well. Fiqhi Maqalat, maybe Kitab al-Hadr wal-Ibaha. I can't remember, honestly, I can't remember. So it was the Urdu version I read, the Urdu version. Yeah, in the Urdu version. So you just have to go through the contents page, and there's a chapter heading where he mentions about prawns. Zakir Ali, wa alaikum assalam, Sheikh, hope you're well. Is there a Hanafi position for holding the index finger the whole time during tashahhud? The early Hanafis, this is the thing to remember, okay, this is one of those strange masail. No one in the early Hanafis, all the way up to the time of Imam Sahib al-Hidayah, has mentioned about raising the finger. There is no text in the Mutun, nothing in Quduri, nothing in Hidayah, nothing in the Zahir Riwayah even, about the raising of the finger. That's why there's many Hanafis who actually say raising of the finger is actually considered to be an innovation. You don't raise your finger. However, Mullah Ali Qari has written extensively on this and has said that no, it actually is something that you do. But there's nothing about putting it down. So that's why some Hanafis don't put their finger up. Some Hanafis raise their finger and then don't put it down. And then some Hanafis, because there's a hadith in Nasai about slide, the Prophet ﷺ used to yarfa isba'ahu thumma yada'ahu qalil. Yeah, slightly put it down. MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair, Ibrahim, for your kind donation support. May Allah bless you, my brother. You're always supporting my channel, the work that I do, alhamdulillah. May Allah put barakah in your wealth, in your mal, in your health, in your family. It means a lot to me, guys, when you guys support my channel. Helps my channel to grow. Aisha, Ustad, what parts of the world is Shafi fiqh from? Shafi fiqh is generally found in today's time. It's generally found in Indonesia, and Malaysia, a lot around there. Many places in Thailand. So the East, basically, all that East Asia. And there's many places in Yemen as well, and many places in North Africa. Yeah, these are Shafi. In Surah Hajj, there are 2 sajdas. Can I do both? Yes, you can, but you only have to do the first one. What's the first English history book I should read? General Islamic history. I'm not too sure, There's a book called Venture, I think it's called Ventures of History or Venture History, something like that. That's supposed to be quite comprehensive. But I haven't read all of it, so I wouldn't be able to tell you on that. If anyone else knows any good books on history in English. Do you know who the Usuli is? Yes. It's a guy called Samir Hussain from Canada. Samir Hussain. Maulana Samir Hussain. He's a Maulana. Sheikh, my friend's got an issue. This is what he said to me. Should I say astaghfirullah if I touched a girl by accident? Yes. My parents are yelling at me saying Salah is not important, and they wanted me to come downstairs and watch TV, and on TV it was showing dancing and I didn't want to watch. What should he do? So make loads of dua to Allah. Pray your Salat as whatever you can, and slowly try to convince your parents, inshallah. Ghair Muqallid say Imam Abu Hanifa was weak in hadith. What response do we have? So our response is by, how do we know he was weak in hadith? What is the proof? What should, okay, Jazakallah khair, so it's fine. So is it fine to hold the index finger as I have seen it? Yes. Ustad, why is raising the finger during the tashahhud really common practice in Hanafi fiqh? Because many of the later books have mentioned it. Shafis raise the finger, Hanafis raise the finger, Malikis raise the finger, Hanbalis raise the finger. All 4 madhabs, they raise the finger. What are your thoughts on number grids that are used in Taweez? Stay away from them. Avoid them as much as you can. How can I ask a detailed financial question? Send email it. So email should be at the bottom somewhere. It's going to come up. Email it, inshallah. Would my salah be affected if I read durood when I shouldn't in jama'at or when I'm praying alone? Depends where you read it. So if you're reading in jama'at, it shouldn't affect your salat. If you're reading on your own, where did you read it? Huzaifa, Shawqat, Ahlan wa Sahlan. Where can I read the raising finger issue by Mullah Liqari? So he has a risala on this. So Ibn Abidin has also a risala, very, very detailed risala, a book on this. So if you Google it, Raf al-Isba' and just write Mullah Liqari and his book will come up. Yeah, so it's in the Rasail of Mullah Liqari. So if you got the Rasail of Mullah Liqari, it'll come up in there, inshallah. Is it allowed to go swimming in a mixed swimming pool? I would say you try to find the time where there is only that one particular gender. So I don't know if you're a man or if you're a woman, IA, but you look for that one time when there's one gender. And if it's too difficult and you need to go swimming, then try to go in such a way that you'd avoid looking around and you just do your swimming and get out. Jazakallah khair. Low, where do you get the stamina from to do many tasks and ibadas? Where do you get the stamina to talk? Where do you get the stamina to eat? Where do you get the stamina? So it's motivation, isn't it? So motivate, inshallah, motivate yourself. What type of things can get my salah rejected? Not having wudu. I just heard of Abdul Hassan, Abul Hassan, not Abdul Hassan, Abu al Hassan. Abdul Hassan means the slave of Hassan. So Abul Hassan means the father of Hassan. Wrote a few history books, but I haven't read them. If one sells large assets, if you keep money in a business account, not personal account, although business account is also yours, is zakat still due on it? Yes. Technically, it's yours, isn't it? You consider it to be yours. It's just for legal reasons in this country that you consider it to be the business's account, but it really is yours. So you're the person who's liable. Sheikh, what are your thoughts on Muhammad al-Yaqubi? I don't know. I don't know him very well. Are Lahori Qadianis kuffar? If so, what is the reason? As they don't believe Ghulam Mirza was a prophet. So what do they believe then? What do they believe? So the thing is, to understand what these people believe, you have to go and look at their beliefs. Like, what was their beliefs? Sometimes what happens, their beliefs sort of twist and turn. Yeah. So what I would suggest is Google it. Google in Lahori Qadianis. What is the ruling of Lahori Qadianis? And you'll find loads of articles of people who have done a lot of investigation into it. I haven't done too much investigation in it. Ustad, what's your favorite way to be kind to your parents? Visit them. If you live away from them, visit them as much as you can, call them. Are the gatehouse and stride up mortgages halal? From what I've spoken to some of my friends, yeah, they don't have an issue with them. Ustad, you should put your PayPal more visible. Yeah, I know I should, shouldn't I? Inshallah, good idea. I think I'll do that in the future. How? Make sure everyone hit the like button. How hard is Wahy al-Qalam Arabic? So you have to read it. Don't be afraid of reading these books. Read these books, and that's how hard. It's like if you say to me, how hard is it to hit a hammer against a rock? I'm just going to say to you, Huzaifa, get a hammer, hit a rock, and then you tell me how hard it is. Azmal wa alaikum assalam. This might be a weird question, but if someone's doing the iqama and he faints or can't carry on saying it, does the next person carry on from where he left off? No. So normally the other person would restart it again. What's happened to all your colorful lights? So the reason I turned them off is because I got this light, rock. Can you see it? So it kind of looks nice in the background. If I put the other ones on, it sort of disappears in all the colors. What do you think, Mr. Low? منبع الحلم أنا محسس دين دعاء استيورم. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check the translation of this one out. So let's. Okay, 1 second. Sabr membahul. I will try to translate. Okay. I made it sick. I want prayers from you, God willing. I will happy. Oh, may Allah give your mother Shifa Kamil. Ya Allah. Okay. MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Do we really know them for your kind donation? Do I do a podcast? Do you do interviews? Yeah, why not? Inshallah. Inshallah. Amjad Ilahi, ahla wa sahla, mashallah, Jazakallah khair for your kind donation. Alhamdulillah, may Allah bless you for your kind donation. May Allah put barakah in your time and your effort. Oh, remember that Coca-Cola you gave me once? The Coke. What was it called? Is it haram to whip your kids since my teachers? If it's leaving a mark on your children, bruising them, breaking their bones, not allowed. What's the meaning of the hadith? I don't know. If you could possibly quote the hadith. In such that can you make your own dua in your own language for worldly things? Is nafal salat. Did you make I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think so. Amjad wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ustad, can you mention all the different types of fitnas during present times? I don't know all of them. I don't get notifications for this anymore. Ooh, wonder why. Have you got the bell button? Asmal, Jazakallah khair. Are skin fades allowed? Yes. Are you going Umrah soon with the group? Yes. In December, inshallah. It's gonna be in the December holidays for 10 days or so. Huzaifa, what is something I should do to study Hidayah for you? Any good book on the side? The main thing is, look, when you study Buyu, you have to study it from someone. That's the main thing. Yeah, studying it from someone is very, very important. So make sure that you study with someone. If you can't, then there are some books out there that are very good. So, for example, like um, there's a there's actually online on YouTube. I would rather encourage people to watch YouTube videos where Kitab Buyu is being explained. So Mufti Faraz Adam, if you type him, he's got some good videos on Buyu. Dips Rock. Shu'aib, ahla wa sahla, my brother. What are some ways to increase barakah? The biggest way to increase your barakah is two things. Number one, stay away from committing sins. Yeah, very important. The more sins you commit, it's like the more, imagine like around you, all these doors are open. The more sins you commit, you're locking each one. All these doors bring barakah into your life. The more sins you commit, they lock them. And if you commit sins, do tawbah. Number two is do good deeds. Yeah, reading Quran, taking care of your parents, giving sadaqah to other people. These are all things that open the doors more, bigger and bigger. Hasib Hassan, Assalamu alaikum. What's the ruling on praying salah at home with no reason whatsoever? It's not befitting a Muslim man. It does not befit a Muslim man. If the Prophet ﷺ heard about this, then he would be very upset. Performing nasheeds Urdu English, is that bid'ah? No. I've got a Ahl Hadith brother who won't attend Islamic talks because they hold nasheeds before the talk. No, no, no. It's fine. Is polygamy considered sunnah? I mean, if you mean, was it done by the Prophet ﷺ? Yes, of course it was. But there's no extra reward in doing it. Gusto. All right. Inshallah, check it out. Jazakallah khair, my brother. We need to meet up again. What's the best amount of wives to have, 3 or 4? The more the merrier. What are the last words to say in Islam before death? La ilaha illallah. So can you mention a bit that mentions some fitnas present in the end of time? So in the end of time, some of the fitnas, the Prophet ﷺ said, knowledge will be uplifted. Ignorance will spread. There'll be more and more ignorance. Alcohol will be drunk widely. Music will be spread widely. There's going to be earthquakes, more earthquakes. There's going to be lots of confusion going on. There's going to be lots of things taking place. The leader of the people will be someone who is the worst of them. There, for every 50 women, there'll be one man that will be taken care of. I've just started learning Arabic with Maulana Hashim book from Al Qalam Institute, Leicester, and was also advised to learn Safat al Masad alongside. It's a lot of words. So take it easy, I would say. Take it bit by bit. Don't overwhelm yourself. Learn it bit by bit, inshallah, and hopefully that should help. The thing about learning Arabic is, look, a lot of people want to learn Arabic. I just like come up with this kind of thought today, which was, for some people, learning Arabic is a bad thing. It's actually a fitna for some people. The reason I say that is because for a lot of people, learning Arabic actually lead to them becoming uh, more disconnected, yeah, with Islam, in the sense that they get burnt out, they don't feel connected with Allah anymore. Yeah, so for some people, learning too much Arabic, that's what can happen to them. It's a very few people, but just keep that in mind. But take it bit by bit, I would say. Small bits of Arabic. Make sure you implement the Arabic, write Arabic as much as you can. Listen to Arabic stories. Let me email you, interview Muslims and non-Muslims. Love to have you on my, inshallah, inshallah, my brother. Jazakallah khair for your kind donation again. May Allah bless you, my brother Umar. So mention a book. Mention a book on the fitnas. Um, I think if you Google end of times in Islam, I think you'll find some books on this. Why are the Darulooms against celebrating? Which Darulooms against? Ustad, is Juma only considered valid if it is completed at the masjid? Can it be read at home with Jamaat? There has to be a certain number of people. So it doesn't have to be done in the masjid. It can be done in a hall, it can be done in the house. But if it's done in the masjid, people have to have access to that place. People should be allowed to come there and join you. What if they say that at least they pray? Yeah, well, that's like shaitan's way of escaping, isn't it? It's like saying, well, at least I say the kalima la ilaha illallah. At least I don't eat pork. That's not really a good answer. So if you do Jamaat at home with the family, is the reward less than a masjid? Yes. You get the reward of Jama'ah, but it's less than at masjid. Masjid, the reward is separate. Ustad, what is the meaning of tradition? We did this one before. Okay, let's check out Instagram. Instagram, guys. A P A Tel. Is that A Patel or is it Apatel? Apatel, is there any opinion in Hanafi school or other schools that allow us to consume calm in Maliki school? Yeah, in the Maliki school. Apatel, is there any opinion in the Hanafi school? No. Aren't people who generally follow the Deobandi Madrasa usually against? No, who said that? No, not at all. Do you know if any Hanafis have held the Sunnah while traveling should be held? The Sunnah while traveling should not be. Yes. And in fact, Hanafis have 5 opinions about whether you should pray your Sunnahs on a journey or not. Ibn Abidin mentions that. He says that the best opinion out of them is the one that if you're in motion, meaning if you're stopping at a location and moving on, then you don't pray your Sunnahs. Just pray the Fard. If you're staying at a location like at a hotel or at someone's house, and you're there for a while, a day, 2 days, then you should pay your sunnahs. Is having a business that best the best job due to it also not necessarily the best job. There's no way in that we say that this is the best job, but it's a very flexible independence and flexibility. Zoom, ahlan wa sahlan, mashallah, thank you. Love your program. May Allah bless you. Ameen. May Allah bless you too, my brother. What's harder to learn, Urdu or Arabic? I think maybe Arabic. Can we take the Maliki opinion to avoid all the MMMs going to waste? Maybe. It's a good intention. It is a Patel, but Instagram didn't have that username. Ah, too many Patels, bro. Too many Patels. Ustad, do you have any books to share or recommend for dream interpretation? So, a very common dream interpretation book, I would say in English, is by the Dream Interpretation by Muhammad ibn Sirin. It's a very common one. I used to have a small copy and a big copy. I don't know where they've gone. Many, many years ago in the 90s, I used to have it before I joined. So if you type in Dream Interpretations by Ibn Sirin, Ibn Sirin. Ustad, Jazakallah khair for the live stream answering questions and giving these reminders. You're welcome. You're welcome, Aisha. Assalamu alaikum, Sanga. Sanga live, mashallah. Yeah, today, guys, I apologize for coming late. Actually, last minute I went to a so we have a group of cyclists. So there's one friend of ours who's a cyclist, and he lives on the other side of Birmingham. All the other side takes about half an hour, more than half an hour to get there. So he decided to do a barbecue, and it rained as well. Mashallah, it was very good. Quite a few brothers turned up at his house. So we had the barbecue, and mashallah, had a good time. And then I thought we were going to leave early. I thought we'd probably get home by about 8 o'clock. But then the majlis just carried on, and we had talking and chatting, and then we prayed. So it kind of prolonged. It was became very long. Had to come late. ماهر وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا. Why did Imam Shaybani rahimahullah disagree with some scholars say two-thirds of Abu Hanifa is same with because that's how Abu Hanifa encouraged his students to learn fiqh. So fiqh is not about just taking what Abu Hanifa says. Abu Hanifa would say to his students that لا يحل لأحد أن يفتي بقولنا حتى يعلم من أين قلناه. It's not permissible for anyone to give my fatwa, whatever I say, unless he knows where I got it. He would encourage his students to challenge him and critique him. So this was the flexibility of Imam Abu Hanifa's teachings. Some stuff is serious work. So you making the tea. Yeah, so basically what they said was they said who knows how to make good Asian tea, doodh patti or karak chai. I go leave it to me, my brothers. Leave it to me, leave it to the Pathan. So Alhamdulillah I made it for 16 guys. I made tea for 16 guys. Yeah, mashallah, they all loved it. What's the penalties for breaking ihram? Used a tissue which may have been scented also. So if you're 100% sure that it's scented and you used it on your hands, then you have to give dam. You slaughter a goat. So what about dropping garlic sauce? Garlic sauce is fine. No. So foods that have natural fragrances are not prohibited. Yeah, are not prohibited. Your mic is breaking out a bit, Saji. Alaikum assalam. Anybody else hearing any problems in the mic? طيب أهلا وسهلا. Steve, what's the ruling on being invited to a wedding that won't be segregated? It's not prohibited as long as there is no flirting, as long as they're not looking around at people. And just like, what's the ruling of going to Asda, Aldi, where there's no segregation? What's the ruling of standing at a bus stop where there's no segregation? What's the ruling of going to a school, university? Ustad, if you ever want the best tea, come to the big masjid in Smedik in Ramadan. Yeah, okay, inshallah, why not, my brother? My teacher, Istanbul, is calling you. We have a big mosque like Hagia Sophia here. God willing, if you come, we will welcome you. We'll be very happy. You are a person great. Alhamdulillah. Jaza. Thank you very much, inshallah. When I come to Turkey, I will let you know. Has the mic got issue? Yeah, okay, one second. Let me listen to the mic. I wonder what the reason is. Ajib. I'm not too sure, guys, what the reason. Maybe the reason is to log off. I'd love to join your trip to Turkey, inshallah. Inshallah, why not, my brother? Okay, I'm gonna log off Instagram now. Okay, so take care, Instagram, guys. Let's see if the sound is improved. Sometimes I've noticed this in the past that Instagram it has caused some problems. Let's see. Let's see if this improves it. Yahya Khan, walaikum assalam. Hope you are well, inshallah. Any good book recommendation on biography of Imam Hanifa in Arabic? The best book that I have read and benefited from, I would say, is by Abu Zahra. It's called Abu Hanifa by Abu Zahra. Aisha Rawat, walaikum assalam. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ustad, would you advise about visiting relatives who might not want to see you because of not having visited them? Yes, visit them. Visit them. Jazakallah khair. Also, was the reason the great scholar Ibn Waqid, the Hanafi madhab? So he was. So he didn't leave the Hanafi madhab. In fact, he was with the Hanafi madhab. Again, he was like Abu Yusuf and Muhammad. He had many differences with Abu Hanifa. He had many agreements with him. So anyone who said he left the Hanafi madhab, that's not accurate. Mic is breaking up. If I turn down the invitation due to fear of indulging in haram, will I be no, you won't be sinful. How should one tell his wife that her breath is very bad? Say it as it is, bro. Just say it. MashaAllah, if you visit Turkey, make sure to buy a scented tasbih. What is the ruling on watching the news, sport podcasts, etc., involving women? Best of all. With three calls on the mic and blow on it. Sound will improve, inshallah. Alaikum assalam. Mic is fine, just a little crackling. Yeah, I'm not sure what the reason is today. Also, Sheikh, would you be travel to masjids for bayans if we can cover expenses, inshallah? See you tomorrow, inshallah, my brother. Inshallah, be ready. Hakka Kabir. Is there a mistake in Abu Zahra's book? He mentions some people like Muhammad al-Baqir were Shia. Does he mention that? I can't remember him mentioning that. The mic is getting worse. Okay, that means I gotta go. Am I sinful if I struggle to forgive aunties and uncles? Yeah, so a worker, if you can find the page number where he says that. Okay, I'm gonna go, guys. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you, inshallah, next time. Have a wonderful week, inshallah, and see you guys next Friday. Inshallah, stay tuned to the videos. Make sure you hit the like button as well. Spread the videos. Ya Allah. All right, take care, guys. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.